Once in a while there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Shamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to the missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. So, we just gained some valuable information here. So we know it's March in 51, and now we know that since January there have been 20, maybe 30 cases in this area, unsolved cases. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. Oh, those are my cases. I've been here that long? No, I haven't been here that long. I've only arrived 3 days ago. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? It's a little much, isn't it? He raises his notes from his nose from his notes. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. So maybe this is what happened, huh? For 2, almost 3 months, we were working case after case after case, could not solve any of them, and we just got crazy, started drinking. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. Well, I'm burned out, alright. That's okay. We all do, sooner or later. Like a fan of gills, the checkered paper is dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. We know. So, the naming convention. It appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. The name of the dead person, huh? A title, one might even say. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Oh my, they're written in capital letters too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Let's see some more. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location. Interesting. And the murder at the hookah parlor. Yeah, let's go investigate that. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. Yeah. And someone said there's no sequence killings here. That was Kimmy though, right? What's wrong with you, Kimmy? It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later once you're done is inspecting them up close. So I kinda begin to understand what might have happened here. Like, we've been working a crazy caseload, trying to figure out what the hell is wrong here, what the hell is going on, and we just kept hitting brick walls, huh? And it kinda broke us. We started drinking, started losing our minds. We wanted to get rid of it all. And then it actually threw us off, erased our memory, and now we're gonna start it all over again. This time we're gonna finish it. Right, Kimmy, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Nope. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. That gives us another clue. We've been here for a long time. We've been part of the RCM for a long time. Right? I don't think we know already when the revolution took place. But we've been there. We've been part of it. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that. To amuse myself. Alright. Cop humor, huh? I pray his loved ones never find out. Well, what happened to him? Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Jesus. Right. We need to open another case. And there is space for it. For precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Oh, how convenient. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Right. Commit to paper. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old worn-down lead pencil. You're right. It's unfitting of this monumental event. Shit. We need to find a pen. Kimmy, you have a pen, right? He looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat shiny pens hang from the binder like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. Give me one, Kimmy. He's not really saying anything, just standing there looking at him. We're gonna go with fine, I'll just use this crappy pencil, and you know, you probably can't see what the hell I'm writing down, and I'm gonna have a real hard time reading this stuff later on. And then he's gonna go, oh yeah, shit, I'll just give you one of mine. Absolutely motionless at first, then animated slowly, imperceptibly even, the lieutenant begins to browse his notes again. Leaving you to the case files. What the fuck? He's not actually giving us one of his pens? You start scratching the tasks you've completed onto the paper with a brash, free hand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. Yep. Cross out the ones you've already finished. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Damn. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry. And it feels good. Feels like completion. Things to be done, and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Kimmy. Kimmy hasn't named it either. Any ideas? The Hanged Man is a good one. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun. Shit on a stick. We're gonna go with the Hanged Man, aren't we? Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. We leveled up. New skill point. Nice. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this. And we're done inspecting our ledger. No, Jesus Christ, we're not done yet. We only inspected the clip, the case files. Can I read the case files now? Oh damn, I guess we can, huh? This is pretty high. We can probably make this, right? Yes. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title, for example, HDB 41 12 01 17 1700. Whoa. Time of arrival, date of initialization. Right. So it is 1201. So 12th of January, 1700 hours. The next world mural. Yeah. HDB 41 is Officer Precinct. We're getting close to finding out who we are. Your precinct number is 41 and HDB is me. Every last alphanumeric in your files begins with it, and these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Right? So what's our name? Horace Debbie Berenger, Haram Dajan Binzakin. Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Wow, I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, I guess I don't know what to say to that. I don't think we're called Horace Debbie Berenger or Haram Binzakin. I'm not feeling that. I think we are Harry. Harry. What could the D be for the middle name? Huh. Let's think about that. Let's think about it. We do look like a Harry, right? And lots of names here are French, so we could take that under consideration as well. Yeah, number 4 is quite safe, that's why I chose it. Because logic doesn't have anything here either, right? Logic really isn't the best faculty to have this conversation with, but it's the one you got. Gut feeling. Yeah, we're staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho. How long does it take to read a goddamn case? It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? Are you seriously telling me it's gonna take half an hour to read through one of these cases? I surely hope not. This one is relatively easy to construct. Overnight, on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Curran. I'm a little confused about the date here, because earlier, and I think it was the same case, right? It said we arrived on the scene in January. Yo! Jim! Harry David Bandersnoot. I don't know. I'm feeling the Harry. The David as a middle name, not sure. Bandersnoot, it's weird, but I could kind of go with it. I'm more like, I don't know, Harry Dudley Bandersnoot or something like that. It needs the middle name needs to be a little bit weird, I guess. David is such a classic name. I think we have a weird middle name. Anyway, so yeah, the date is a little confusing here, but let's keep on going. Dudley is good, you like that? Yeah, it just popped up in my head, but I'm kind of feeling this. Harry Dudley Bandersnoot. We'll see. I wonder if we will ever find out. Probably though, right? So, cause of failure was rent too high, huh? Okay. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their forms reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." Jesus, man, everything's so sad in this game. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. My partner? But not Kimmy, right? The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell letters have the literature of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. Do I ever find out who came up with it? The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. Shit. So we found the guys who made the graffiti, but not who actually came up with the design and told them to spray it, huh? The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV... Oh my god. We know who JV is. What the hell was his name? Van Com. Van Com. Chuck Van Com, or whatever. Damn. He is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options. Remove the mural, it is wrong. Keep the mural, it is right. What, so I have to choose? I have to choose? Jesus Christ, man, It is enormous. A man and a woman, they're kissing and they're saying true love is possible, but only in the next world. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna keep it, huh? It's a little sad, but it's like a sad reminder, huh? A staggering 78% of the voters choose to keep it. We chose correct. Awesome. Although we might have said the same thing if we chose the other option, right? We don't know. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed, it's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? Careful. I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. I think it's human nature. Did anyone ask what you believe in? Man with the smelly toilet ledger? The smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next, or are we done? I guess we gotta go through all of them, right? Oh, man. We need to understand what happened earlier. Because there's probably some sort of connection there, right? And we get some experience as well. The writing is first class? It is. It is. It absolutely is. It pulls you in, you know? It almost feels like reading a book, and trying to piece the things together and trying to find out what happens next. So the unsolvable case, aka Leslie and Burke, aka the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29th, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it is unsolvable. Interesting. So what do we know about it? Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Alright? Weird. When we just woke up, when we just started this game, we were drunk and we didn't have any pants on either. Let's see if there's a connection there. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. Again, weird. We kinda also trashed our whole room. It's their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. Hey there, baby. My cat is coming. So, the only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to passers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s is hard to tell because of their distorted features. It is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression. Couldn't we just keep them off the streets? You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is. We read something else about Main Street and Perdition. Yo, that was Our Way Home. Our Way Home is also leading us through Main Street and Perdition. Can you keep yourself off the streets? Yeah, I know it was a stupid idea. So, threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get a local gang of Zemliakis to take them out. Zemliakis gave them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH, we met TH as well. He was also on the radio earlier. They had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition, and what is Leslie doing? Public indecency. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. Oh, here we go. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it. Oh, well, that took a turn. Oh, that was unexpected. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry. Reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burke. While trying to kill Burke, you slowly come around. The permeable compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burke's kneecaps. The good news is Burke can't walk no more. Jesus. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. We did it, Jet. We did it.